Hey everybody, how's it going? Just as a quick update, in case you didn't know, we were recently on a Royal Caribbean cruise to return to service, something that's required by the CDC. And upon returning from that glorious 5 day cruise, came back and went back to doing the normal stuff that we did before we left, and I got COVID. Now, from the timeline, it's obvious I did not get COVID while aboard the ship. When we were on the ship, we got to wear these natty little bracelets. And what these told everybody was that A, we were fully vaccinated, and B, within 2 days of boarding the ship, we had provided a negative COVID test. So everyone, literally, of the over 1,000, 1,100, whatever it was, crew members, and those few hundred of us that were on as guests were 100% vaccinated. There wasn't anybody that wasn't. And we went to Mexico and had a wonderful time in Cozumel. Didn't wear masks there either. And the reason we didn't was because everyone on the excursions that we went on, everyone that we came in contact with while we were there, were 100% vaccinated and tested. And wonderful. Came back. Guess what? We come back to a country, especially a county, we come back to a county that is barely over 50% of the qualified people vaccinated. I think it's 54 point something have at least one shot. And wham, we get it. Well, before we went on the cruise, of course, we had to show them that we were negative. So we took this home test. And there are a lot of people wondering, so can I somehow gain the system or sneak around? Can I just take a test and not have anybody know about it? Well, sure. You can take this test and not connect to anybody. Just shove the swab up your nose, follow the instructions, put in the drops, wait the 15 minutes, and it will give you a result. Of course, it won't get you anywhere. So he said, well, I will, since it's just an app, I'll use the app, and the app will give me the results, and I don't have to disclose any other information. Well, guess what? After I got home, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but when I suddenly lost 100% taste and 100% smell, I used one of these tests. And it is quick and convenient. It only takes about 20 minutes. You log on, you do the test, you wait 15 minutes, you get the result, it's verified, and you're ready to go. And my test came up positive. And I thought, that's weird. And they said, okay, we'll send you the email and the confirmation, and you go to the app and it will tell you that you tested positive. I thought, that's interesting, because in all the statistics that we see every night about how many people have tested and how many people are positive and how many people have died and all that, I must be outside of the system by using this, because I didn't go to a clinic. I didn't go to anything that was approved by anybody. I didn't go to my doctor. Lo and behold, guess who I've been contacted by? I've been contacted by my local health department saying, we know that you tested positive. I've been contacted by the California COVID trackers in Sacramento. We know you've tested positive. And I've been contacted by the Centers for Disease Control and said, we know you tested positive. Do not think for one instant that if you take a home test that is approved to use for travel, that you're not going to be flagged in all the systems. Guess what? You don't have to call the county and tell them I'm positive. You don't have to call your doctor and say I'm positive. The county's going to know about it, the state's going to know about it, and the feds are going to know about it. So no, you can't gain the system. I've heard people say, well, I'll just use a fake email address and a fake address and a fake name. Well, that's fine. You might as well not spend the money. They have $14 for 2 tests now at walmart.com. You can get the Binax test, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's just for your personal use. And so that's $7 a piece. Save your money. Because if you use the system like that in order to try to gain access to transportation, cruising, what international travel, whatever, there's a problem, and that is that the certification that you are negative has to match the documentation that you use to travel. So if the name doesn't match your passport, you're not going to get on that cruise ship. Which turns out it's a good thing. We cruised. We had a great time. Didn't worry about COVID. Got home and got it. Well, we're hanging in there. This is the first day that I have begun to feel human. Still feel like a truck ran over me. Have no energy whatsoever. Pardon the cough. That's incessant. It kind of comes and goes. No fear that I'm going to die from this. Some fear and trepidation if I had not been fully vaccinated that this may have been a life-altering event, to say the least, because even fully vaccinated and with probably a year and 7 or 8 months prior exposure to COVID, I'm really sure without that it would have landed me in the hospital, at least ICU probably, death maybe. So quit putzing around, get your vaccination. I had to edit that because that suddenly brought some things up for me that really, really torque my chain. And for fear of getting this video pulled, I will not have that go out on the channel. But let me sum it all up to say, get vaccinated. If you're vaccinated and you qualify, get your booster. Okay, enough said. From someone who's experienced it and someone who knows lots of people who've had it, people who have died from it, and people whose lives are forever negatively affected by it. Go get vaccinated. Don't put it off. And we'll be talking to you, hopefully on a happier subject, a bit later. See ya.